RHONY star Luann de Lesseps shows off her new look in longtime scripted show. Luann de Lesseps may be taking a break from the Real Housewives of New York City, but she's still booked and busy. On April 7, people shared a behind-the-scenes look at de Lesseps' appearance as Noelle Victoria on Murdoch Mysteries. The reality star was dressed in a black and white fur coat with short hair styled in waves. Perched on her head was a black hat that completed her early 1900s look. "I've done a lot of shows now. I've done some scripted shows like Law and Order, a lot of reality shows like The Real Housewives and Crappy Lake. So being the drama queen in Murdoch Mysteries is not too far of a cry from the Housewives," de Lesseps told People. She also revealed that her character's name was a nod to her children, Noelle and Victoria de Lesseps. Yannick Bisson, who plays Detective William Murdoch, said of de Lesseps, "We got along great, we had some laughs. Then I saw a bunch of pictures back from when we were on set, and I was like, did we have a special look to each other? I think the fans will be excited to see me in a different light. To be a part of Murdoch Mysteries, which is so popular, is so special," de Lesseps gushed. The Countess episode airs on April 7 at 8 p.m. ET. Luann de Lesseps told the Vancouver Sun on April 3 that she had caught the eyes of Murdoch Mysteries producers. "I first heard about the opportunity at the meet and greet for my Toronto cabaret show in fall 2023, when two people from Murdoch approached me about a scripted role," she revealed. The Crappy Lake star continued, "It was a brief conversation, but they followed up with my team months later after the series was renewed for its 18th season. The timing aligned with my tour schedule, so when I returned to Toronto for my Christmas show late last year, I used my day off to stick around and film the scene they had written for me," de Lesseps added. On the day of de Lesseps' Murdoch Mysteries episode, CBC shared a clip on Instagram of the reality star and character, and fans shared their excitement. "I smell an Emmy," one replied. Another referenced de Lesseps' song and wrote, "This is so chic, c'est la vie." One fan commented, "Is there anything the Countess can't do? Love you, Lou." The Real Housewives of Miami star, Marisol Patton, simply wrote, "Bravo." Luann de Lesseps, the Countess turned cabaret star turned reality TV icon, is once again reinventing herself. And this time, she's taking her transformation to a whole new stage. Known for her dramatic one-liners and polished presence on The Real Housewives of New York City, RHONY, Luann is showing off more than just a new hairstyle or a glam wardrobe. She's stepping into a scripted world, and the results are nothing short of show-stopping. In an unexpected twist that blends high society with high drama, Luann has joined the cast of a long-running scripted television series, a move that surprised fans, excited critics, and added a dazzling new dimension to her public persona. With her signature elegance and a freshly refined edge, the former Countess is proving that she's far more than a one-format wonder. A Countess in character. While she's no stranger to cameras, stepping into the world of scripted television is a bold new move for Luann. Long admired, and sometimes critiqued, for her theatrical flair on RHONY, she's now using that larger-than-life energy in a character crafted by writers, and yet, somehow, it still feels quintessentially Luann. Her role? A wealthy socialite turned philanthropist navigating the glamorous chaos of New York's elite, which, if you're thinking that sounds a bit familiar, you wouldn't be wrong. But Luann brings a cheeky, meta level of authenticity to the part that's winning over fans and skeptics alike. As she delivers biting lines over martinis or plots charity galas with dramatic undertones, it's hard to tell where Luann ends and the character begins. And maybe that's the point. The look that launched 1,000 tweets. But it's not just Luann's acting that's turning heads, it's her look. When she first appeared on screen in the show's season premiere, Twitter lit up with gasps, praise, and plenty of heart-eyed emojis. Gone was the familiar RHONY glam. In its place was something sleeker, sharper, and undeniably commanding. Her new style, a shoulder-grazing, glossy brunette bob with sculpted cheekbones and bold fashion choices, Feels like a modern nod to old Hollywood, fused with Fifth Avenue sophistication. Picture Katharine Hepburn meets Miranda Priestley, with a touch of Luann's signature cabaret sparkle. Her wardrobe in the show was curated by a team of stylists who worked with Luann to reflect her character's journey, while still honoring her real-life fashion evolution. The result? Tailored power suits, flowing satin gowns, and statement jewelry that screams quiet luxury. Think fewer sequins, more silk. Less flashy, more fierce. The impact of the transformation didn't go unnoticed. Luann looks phenomenal. She's aging in reverse. One fan tweeted during the premiere. Others chimed in, noting the iconic glow-up and asking for her skincare routine. In true Luann fashion, she later teased fans on Instagram with the caption, "Stay tuned, darlings." From reality to role play. Making the leap from reality TV to scripted acting isn't easy, especially when the public has watched your real-life story unfold for over a decade. But Luann seems to understand the assignment. She's not trying to erase her past as a housewife. She's building on it, adding layers, and showing a side of herself that viewers have never quite seen before. This isn't her first dip into the world of performance, of course. Her cabaret shows have drawn sold-out crowds, filled with cheeky musical numbers and inside jokes only a Bravo fan would understand. But this is different. This is character-driven, emotionally complex storytelling, and Luann is rising to the occasion. Critics have praised her for embracing vulnerability in her role. One memorable scene finds her character confronting a former friend at a black tie event, delivering lines with a depth and nuance that caught viewers off guard. It wasn't the over-the-top confrontation you might expect from her RHONY days. It was quieter, more controlled, and oddly poignant. She's not just playing herself, one reviewer wrote. She's playing someone real, someone with layers, and she's doing it surprisingly well. A reinvention with intention. So why now? Why scripted TV and why this show? Sources close to Luann say that after years of reality TV and cabaret, she was hungry for something different, something more creatively fulfilling. She reportedly fell in love with the show's script after reading just a few pages and was eager to explore a role that pushed her beyond the glitter and champagne. This was about growth, Luann told a panel audience during a promotional event. "I've lived so many lives, and this role let me tap into all of them. The glamour, the heartbreak, the reinvention. I wanted to challenge myself." She also hinted that her experience on RHONY helped prepare her in unexpected ways. When you've had real cameras on you for over a decade, you learn how to live in front of a lens. You learn timing. You learn how to be. Acting is just another level of that. But this time, I'm not telling my story. I'm telling hers. Still Countess at heart. Of course, even as Luann ventures into new territory, she hasn't forgotten where she came from. Her RHONY legacy is alive and well, and she remains a favorite in the Bravoverse. But this move proves that she's more than a one-note personality or a splashy meme. She's evolving, and she wants the world to evolve with her. Fans are already buzzing about what's next. Could this be the beginning of a whole new career arc? Will there be more scripted roles, perhaps even film? And is a cabaret TV crossover too much to hope for? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, Luann de Lesseps is not done surprising us. With a bold new look, a compelling role, and the charisma that's always set her apart, the Countess is stepping into the spotlight, not as a reality star, but as a fully fledged actress. And darling, she's never looked better.